Okay, let's try this again. Doggone it. I hate being on Wi Fi out here. It sucks. It absolutely sucks. When I move to New Mexico, I won't have to worry about this problem. But for now, I have to for the next 4 or 5 months. Hi, guys. How are you? Hope you're having a good day. Let's try this again. Sorry about the interruption. That sucked. Boy, that sucked. Hello, a second time. Sorry about that. I thought maybe I lost connection for a second. Hey, Luma. And then it got connection, and you guys were saying you couldn't see me. I didn't know what to do. Doggone it. Hey, Ghost Goose. That was wild. Clara. Hello, everybody. Sorry about that. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I'm on Wi Fi out here. There's nothing I can do. I can't plug into anything. When I move to New Mexico, the situation will be handled. But for now, I just got to roll with it. And Hannibal sent gremlins. I know. Don't do that, Hannibal. Dot, Aaron, Granny Noodles, Lucy Jane, New York, Comfort. Don't send your doggone gremlins, Hannibal. Stop it. Am I moving to New Mexico? Yes, I am in the spring. Hey, Misty. It's okay, Kathy. Take the puppy for a walk. I know Hannibal's always causing problems. Keep the gremlins over there. I want to do a terror reading on Foodie. It's okay, Dot. You might fall asleep. It's okay. It's Sunday. Like it's our day of rest. You know what? I'm going to try Lucy. She's a feral cat. She's outside. What I'm hoping for is that during the winter, it's going to get so cold that she just makes up her mind that she wants to be indoors. And then she'll be an indoor cat. Right now, she's way too comfortable outside. It's nice weather. She gets to hunt the mice and the rats and the voles and the moles and birds. And she's just happy being outside because it's warm. So it's like I can't force her to be inside with Booger. I would love it if she could. Well, Adriana, I'm hoping to take her with me. I'm really hoping to take her with me, but she is a feral cat. So like I'm not that's stressing me out, not knowing if she's going to come inside or not, but if she doesn't come inside, I will send money to people that live here to give her food and take care of her or try to find a home for her. I'll make arrangements for her if she is stubborn and she doesn't come inside. But you can't force a feral cat to come inside if they don't want to, especially if you have another cat. I mean, Queen Booger, she has to make up her mind whether she wants Blackie in or not. She was here first. Cats are a law all unto themselves. Exactly. Hello, Sock Puppet. She's got to decide if she wants to be a pet. If she's tired of the feral life, I feed her, I give her water now, I have a bed outside for her. I'm doing the best I can with her as a feral. To anyone that has a farm, maybe they could use a barn kitty. There's actually like a farm right next door, but they already have several cats over there, and they like to come over to this side of the property to try to get food or something, and they fight with Blackie. And I don't really know anybody around here, but don't worry, I'll get it handled. All right, so we're here to talk about Miss Foodie, even though there's really not much to talk about. Nice, Patty. There's really not much to say about Foodie, is there? She's not doing anything. She's in Thailand and she's not doing anything. That's why, even if she went back to Canada, I'm as a reactor, I'm if she said, I'm going back to Canada, I still wouldn't be excited. She's far too sick and far too immobile. If she went back to Canada, she'd be doing the exact same thing in Canada that she's doing in Thailand right now. Hey, Hannibal. You sent your gremlins in a little while ago. Thanks for that. The Wi-Fi gremlins. They got me. What are your thoughts on Salah staying or leaving her now? You know what? You guys know that I do tarot on Foodie. You also know that I react to different tarot readers like Neo Tarot and Melissa Gold, and even other people that I haven't reacted to. We're all getting the same feeling that it's over. It's over. Maybe Foodie just hasn't found a way to tell us yet. She's trying to think of a narrative where she comes out the hero, but it's pretty much done. She just hasn't told us that it's done yet. You know, like for some reason she's just hanging on to it like I can't tell him yet. I wish Salah would dump her. I'm so tired of him. He might have already have. Moonface. I mean, he had a choice between staying in Kuwait and going on a free vacation with Foodie. He chose to stay in Kuwait for a reason. Because he knew if he went to her in Thailand, what would he be doing? He'd be fetching her food and hearing her whine and cry. That's not a vacation for him. His vacation is being away from her. Yeah, I saw that, Lucy Jane. I actually captured that in my React video. Yeah, I wouldn't. He's already dealt with her in Thailand for a month. Why would he go for round two? Why would he go for round two? He's already been there, done that. Why would he? He's like, no, thank you. I got the T-shirt, the button, the sticker, and the jacket patch. I don't need any more thanks. All right, so we're gonna do some Foodie Tarot, maybe something on Salah because I want to use a few decks to really get the full picture. All right. And I know that me shuffling a while bothers some people sometimes, and I'm sorry about that, but I just want to make sure the cards are cleared out, clear out all the energy so we get a fresh reading. It's over. Why is she renewing her visa in Thailand? You know what, Miss Connie? I think that she's just kind of stuck right now. She's probably trying to figure out what she's going to do. She really can't afford to go back to Canada. She doesn't have the money to go back to Canada and set herself up. If she wanted to live off of Pete's, I'm sure that could be done because he's got 15K, or he might be getting it. More than likely, she would hook up with him just for that reason. Like, she's probably just sitting in Thailand being lonely and eating and getting high because she doesn't know what to do right now. You know, like I said, she might be smoking it out, working it out, thinking it out. Like, what can I do? What are my options here? How can I basically clean up this mess to where I don't look like a jerk? What's that? We don't know if she's renewing it, maybe for Thailand. You know, I wouldn't put it past Chantal that she's in Thailand not to renew her visa, but she purposely went to Thailand to throw us off track. Because if she went directly home to Canada, we would know what was up. Chantal will go to extreme lengths to throw us off. She's done it in the past. So it would not surprise me at all if she went to Thailand for a vacation so that later on when she went to Canada, it wouldn't look funny. I think Thailand is a pit stop. You're right, Luma. Queen Booger. Look, she messed up my couch. All right, so what decks do we have here that are calling to me today? Let's see what cards are here. What is this deck here? She hates Thailand. You know what? She hates anywhere where there are people. Honestly, if there are people and she can hear them, she hates that place. She does. You know, if she were all alone living in a Burger King, she'd be happy. You know, if she could like make a Burger King or McDonald's into an Airbnb, she'd be so happy. All right, so let's get started with you, Miss Foodie. What is your energy right? Oh, oh, well, this card just popped out. Two of Wands. Mm-hmm. Well, you're thinking, Foodie. You don't know what to do. You're confused. Where do I go? What do I do? That's the feeling. We'll get into it though. I think she's weighing her options. Nice, Samantha. She can get a job at McDonald's or Burger King. That would never work. She'd eat all the stock. She would eat all the food. There'd be none for the customers. And can you imagine Chantal talking to customers? She'd be like a rude biatch. She'd be so snotty. And she couldn't be on her feet for 8 hours. Hey, Peach. There's no way. Hey, Nancy. You know, customer service work. I used to work in customer service, like work in the restaurant industry. The food industry is hard. Okay, you work customer service. It's a job that sucks because some customers come in and they take advantage of the fact that you can't talk back. Some people are really nice, but there are the assholes who come in and they just have major amounts of attitude and they're hungry. And you gotta be nice to people in customer service. More like a mascot. All right. Maybe I'll end up in Florida after New Mexico. I don't know. I might be staying a while in New Mexico. You just never know. You know how life is. It takes you on a pretty wild ride. All right. So let's get started with this thing. All right. What do we got? You know what? There's another deck that's been called. I'm eyeballing it. This is something you guys haven't seen before. It's a smaller deck, and it just keeps catching my eye, and I'm eyeballing it. I'm going to use it instead. I just keep looking over at it. My eyes just keep looking at it, like it's like looking at me, like, what are you doing? And it's talking to me. You know the funny part about Chantal's vacation? Normally, when you go on vacation, you're relaxing, you're feeling good, you're glowing because you're outside. You got that outside relaxation glow. She doesn't have it. She looks rough. I think she's going to need a vacation from her vacation. She looking bad. How can you go on vacation and look worse than when you left your house? You look so bad. She does look at her. Sock puppet. Am I lying? Am I lying? Does she or does she not look rough? And she's there by herself. She can't even say, oh, there are people here and they're stressing me out. She doesn't go anywhere. She doesn't do anything for anyone to stress her out. So why does she look like that? Well, cockroach, she's been looking like that for a minute. So I haven't used this smaller deck. Have I used it before? I don't know if I have. Hey, Steady. And for those of you that are part of the stream right now, if you want to give a thumbs up, or if you're somebody new here and you would like to sub up to the channel, I'd really appreciate that. Did I say subs up and subs up? I meant thumbs up and subs up. Doggone it, I need more coffee. My tongue doesn't know what to do today. All right. 31 frames. Hey, how you doing? I heard something, y'all. I heard that the cookie that Chantal got at the cat cafe was supposed to be a cat treat. She ate a cat treat. She ate a doggone cat treat. She almost choked on it too. She almost choked on that cookie. So she'll choke on a cookie, but not an Arby's sandwich. That's interesting. If you know, you know. Anyway, I don't think it was fresh, Lula. All right, let me focus. Booger, say hi to everybody. She said it was good. Bugs. You know why she said that cookie was good? I'm not saying the cookie was bad. Y'all, she's in Thailand. She's taken massive amounts of gummies. I can tell by the way she's behaving. So she takes the gummies. She has the munchies. She was complaining about she needed to go to the 7-Eleven. I think she was staying up to wait until they opened so she could scuttle down there and get her food and then come on back home before people started showing up. She was purposely not sleeping so she could go and get her snacks for the day. And she wasn't sleeping until she could do her little trip. Hey, seafood pie. There's boogers. My head's in the way. Booger. Hi, bobbers. All right, so I'm using this smaller deck for the first time, I think. I'm wondering how that's going to be. All right, so let's get started. Ooh. So the first card down is Child of Swords. So you guys can see it. I need another card so I can clarify. Oh shit. Hi Daniel. Judgment. I'm looking at that Child of Swords card. Hold on. I'm getting some ominous vibes off this card. And not because I want to have them, I'm just having them. Okay? I'm getting some ominous vibes off of this card. Oh, God. What's the next card after that? I need to know. Next card down is the Sun card. Uh, so this is what I'm getting off of the Child of Swords card. I'm feeling like Chantal has to make a choice. She really has to make a choice. Because things are bad. Like critical point bad. Like you fucked around and you're about to find out bad. And then you've got the Judgment card right behind that. What am I getting off of this? I feel like it's just she's having some bad moments right now. Hi Dan. She's having some moments with herself. Like and she's having to face herself. Hi Neon. You see the window with a Judgment card. Like she's gonna have a you fucked around and you're finding out right now card. And Spirit is trying to tell her you need to look at yourself. You need to stop and look at yourself. Really look at yourself. You need to stop. Let me put down the rest of these cards. Because I want to see. I want to see the full picture. Damn, there's a lot of swords. A lot of sword in this reading. That doesn't surprise me. All right. So we've got the Sun card. I pulled that up for you guys. You got the Child of Swords. You got the Judgment. You've got the Sun. You know, like Spirit wants her to just like look at herself and find the light again. Because right now she doesn't see it. She doesn't want to see it. She doesn't want to see the light. Spirit is telling her, look towards the light. You know, go for the positive, not the negative. The next card over is a Magician card. Hey, Mash. You know what? All of you people wanting me to do tarot readings on rotten fingers and various objects, what is the matter with you? What are you smoking that Chantal should be smoking? Seriously. I don't have to put up with this harassment. Who I smoke. Sorry, I had to. Oh, God. Let's move on. Damn it. I'm going to send the gremlins to your house, Hannibal. Hi, Pam. All right, moving on. We've got the Magician card. So, what do we got, Chantal? I feel like with the magician card, Chantal, like she's gonna put a spin on this that, like I said, I think she's in Thailand right now. She's trying to think of what to do next. She might be thinking it out, working it out, smoking it out, just trying to create a frame of something that makes her not look bad. If this whole thing with her and Salah busts up, she's got to create some sort of a narrative, because her YouTube channel is her reality show. It's her story. And the story is being written in real time. She is the author. She is so jealous of Nick. Yeah, I know. It's funny. It's funny. It's funny because not only is she mad at him for getting skinny, she's mad at the fact that now people are coming into her chat and mentioning it. And they're looking at her and saying, he did it, why can't you? So that puts pressure on her. That's what she's the most mad at. Instead of having this mukbanger club of bigger, super obese people, there's one less member in the country club. So she's not liking that. She doesn't like the fact that Nick has gotten smaller. And ALR is also jealous. You know, jealousy jealousy is an ugly emotion, isn't it? It's a mixture of two emotions, fear and insecurity. It is. It's fear and insecurity. That's jealousy. And being jealous of something does not make your own life better. You know, if you see something that somebody else has done or that they have, and you are coveting what they have, the best thing you can do is work on yourself and get it yourself. Then you won't be jealous. So, watch the video Sansa Cooks put out today. HFC is too healthy for this supposedly being recent. It is confusing. People have been asking, is it old footage? Is it new footage? I saw that he put out something on Instagram. Uh, it, it's confusing what he's doing and why. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he can go live on his channel, like just do a live chat, and that would answer all the questions. Then everybody would know that's the real Nick. Where is the skin? Pam, Nikocado has Nikocado avocado money. And if he was losing weight for 2 years, he's got that kind of money that he could have had skin removal surgery. Dr. Phil actually had a live chat and pointed out there was loose skin on his arm. It was spotted. It wasn't a lot, but that was still there. So, I mean, it's possible he could have lost weight in 2 years. And he's young, too. You got to remember that. He's young, so he might have more elasticity in his skin. He wasn't like 500 pounds like Chantal, so maybe he wouldn't have so many scars or loose skin. So, I mean, there's all kinds of possibilities here. Let's see. Moving on to the Empress. Hello, Ray. We got the Empress. This is the Empress card. Who's that bird? It's always a bird. Okay, will you guys excuse me if I said something? Thank you, Deb. All right, I'm going to go back to the front part of this reading. And I am not. I'm not wishing for this to happen. Okay, just know that the Child of Swords and the Judgment card and all the other cards that followed. I feel like she might have a bit of a scare of some sort. She might have a bit of a scare somewhere. and she's going to try to put some kind of spin on it. No, not legal scare, like medical scare. Like that was close. I don't know what it is. I just feel like something's going to happen and it's going to make her go, oh, that was close. So the next card over is the Fool card. Hey, Granny. I feel like Chantal's going to do what she always does. Like she's still going to continue to live in Delulu land. You just try to find a way to live there, because part of Chantal's problem is that she does like the false narrative in her head. No matter what's going on in her head, she's like, I can fix it. Whatever it is, like I can lose the weight. Da da da. I honestly think that's why she is there, to have a medical scare so she can get the meds and go back to Kuwait. You think so, Hannibal? Wow. But the thing is, though, Hannibal, if she's in really bad health, they may deny her return just because of that. Like if she's in really bad health, Kuwait's going to go, no, you're going to be a burden on our system. You're not one of our citizens, so bye. So if that's the plan, that's not a good plan. The sicker she gets, the more likely they're going to be of denying her. Can she go back, though? I am not sure. Oh, really, Moonface? Her hotel is next to a medical clinic. She's there to score scripts. Is that true? Hear that, Hannibal? You hear that? So her place is right next to a medical clinic. Interesting. Interesting. Four of Pentacles. And we got the Hierophant. You know what? Let me use my other cards. Let me just pull that up. Ooh. And I shuffled these before we got started. First card down is the Death card. All right, I need more clarification. I need more clarification on the Death card, so I'm going to pull some cards on top of that. Yeah, okay. That was on top of the Death card. So, because death is not necessarily physical death, could be change, the end of something, the start of something, and this card immediately came up. We've got the Six of Swords. So I'm feeling like she's. I know, Lucy Jade. And I shuffled the cards. You guys saw me. Like we're all pulling them because we're all feeling that energy that she's not gonna. Okay, I need more clarification, please. Thank you. Oh my God, I did not plan this. I did not plan this. The other deck showed the Judgment card. I did not set these cards up. I did not. You guys saw me shuffle the doggone cards. I did not do that. So we've got the Six of Swords. It's like she didn't leave Kuwait because she wanted to. She left because she had to. And if she goes back to Canada, it's not because she wants to. It's because she has to. Foodie doesn't do anything because she wants to. It's because there is no other choice. Okay, and then the Judgment card. You know, judgment. It's not just like legal judgment. This is just. I'm looking at this. And I feel like there's a sense of everything has reached a critical point where it's like you need to sit down with yourself and have a cup of coffee and have a soul conversation. Just take inventory of your life and everything in it and everybody in it and all the things you do and all the things you've done. Sit down and just put it all together and get that dialogue started. It's overdue. It's time. Yeah, she's thinking about home. She's thinking about going home. Hey, Kimberlina, she wants to go home. Do you all believe that she sold the Kia? Not to be rude, but I don't know if she'd be able to fit in the Kia anymore. But she's thinking about home. Like I think she wants to go home. The feeling is like she's longing for home and she's longing for somebody at home because notice there's somebody else there. And I bet I know who. I agree with you, Sock Puppet. I think she is about 550 plus. And the reason why I say that, y'all, is back in 2018, she did her last true weigh in where she was with BB and she got on a scale and she was 377 pounds. So she was 23 pounds away from 400. That was 2018. And you can find that clip, look at her then, look at her now, and you'll see a 200-pound difference. Almost 200 pounds difference. She is used to not moving now. All right, so let's move on. Yep. She's thinking about going home. And she's also thinking about the money that she could make back at home. She knows if she goes home that she can make a lot of money, or she thinks she can make a lot of money. Like she's going through that thing. Hi, Tucker. I'm feeling like this is a card of nostalgia, like the good old days. She's thinking about the good old days. I'm feeling a sense of the way we were. You know, she's thinking about nostalgia. Like she's living in the past. This feels like a living in the past kind of card. Like, oh, I had lots of money and I was a bit smaller and life was good. This feels like a nostalgia card. And this kind of feels like a nostalgia card as well. Like lots of money and having somebody paying attention to her. Yep. All right, now this is the Five of Swords. What am I getting off this? Spirit is telling me that the swords. It's How do I put this into words? She's tired of the wait. She's she doesn't have the fight anymore. Like there's too many things. Okay. Hey, Spooky. Hi, everybody coming in. I'm not trying to ignore you. I'm just trying to pay attention to the cards. So you get the Five of Swords. This feels to me like somebody who's just they got a lot of weight on their shoulders. and they're tired of carrying it. They don't, they want to let it go. The people that they're looking towards to help them are no longer there. And they're just like, the feeling is, I'm tired of carrying this weight alone. Like she's feeling very, very tired. Y'all give me a second. I'm gonna turn off this air because I can't even hear. Okay. There we go. And if you guys like the stream, please give a thumbs up. And if you want to sub to the channel, please do so. Would really appreciate having you aboard. All right. So yeah, like she's thinking. She's really thinking about Canada. She's really thinking about the past and the money and what can I do to make the money. Like money is very much on her mind. It's very much on her mind. My favorite card. My absolute favorite. This is my fuck around, find out card. Hello, Lisa. So yeah, the next card down is the Tower. You know what, Foodie? Spirit has a message for you with this card. They're saying, to make you, we got to break you. We got to break you all the way down to the floorboards. We got to break you. Because everything you built is toxic. That's why all the stones in your tower have to come down. To make you, we got to break you. It's the only way. It's not going to be YouTube that's going to break you. It's not going to be Girl World. The reactors are going to break you. Spirit's going to have to break you. You're stubborn. You don't listen. You see the signs in the road. You ignore them. You make life a lot harder than it has to be. Spirit is tired of fucking around with you. So to make you, they got to break you. All right. So next card down is what I do to my head. I didn't do anything to my head. Huh? So the next card is the 4. We got the 8 of Wands. There's a lot of thoughts about things she could do with the 8 of Wands, like things up in the air. Like her thoughts are very scattered right now. Very scattered. Like she's just thinking. Hi, Ohale. We got... I feel like she's thinking of ideas and just wild plans and what can I do to make money, and hold on a minute. I feel like she's reaching out to several people for the sake of money. I got a scratch. Do I got a scratch? Oh, you're right. I do have a scratch. I'm sorry. I didn't see that. I am so sorry. I think I do have a bit of a boo-boo. I don't know how that happened. Oh, I remember. I was outside and a board kind of fell on my head. That's okay. It knocked some sense into me. So I guess that's a positive thing. All right. So I feel like she's reaching out to several people for money. Like a lot of people that might be fronting her money right now. Hi, Burgundy. That really just happened. Yeah, it did. Why not make better content? This is Foodie we're talking about. She's one of those, if I don't have to work, why should I? If I can just get easy money and not work, let's just take that route instead. You know, like take the easiest path, the path of least resistance. Okay, we got the key. Hi, Natter. Hi, Natter. I was wondering when you're going to show up. Yep, and let's see, they're gonna fight. The Knight of Swords. Like, oh God. So hold on a second. We've got this card here with things up in the air. Like, what can we do to make money? Followed by the King of Pentacles. Followed by the Knight of Pentacles. Conflict, which leads to. So there might be some drama there. Like them talking about each other. Let's get together. Let's talk about each other. Let's be dramatic to make some money. Oh, God. Yeah, Crackhead Olympics Part 2. Yeah, she is not. She's not healthy right now. She is so not healthy. She's not healthy, and I feel like the way she's making money offline with the Foodies, like there's a sense of Spirit keeps saying resentment. Like there's a sense of resentment there. Like she's not well, and she can't keep up the pace required to make money off these feeders. Like her body is just not letting her go like 100 miles an hour. It's breaking down quick. And she hurts everywhere. She absolutely hurts everywhere. Like look at where the swords are pointed. From the head down to the lower back. To me, that feels like physical pain. Like laying down and everything hurts. Yeah, look at it. Look. That's somebody laying down on the ground and they're laying flat and they're in pain. Pinned down and in pain. You know what, Tucker? That's a good question. Like she's still thinking that there's a chance with Salah or Natter. And she's still going to be in touch with Salah. I feel that like she's going to try to hold on to both men. Like Salah might be still getting money from her, or he's going to be collecting money up until the last possible second. You know, like just connected to her as long as there's money involved. Yeah, in the Wheel of Fortune, like her fate in her hands. It's like the wheel can turn whatever way you want it to, Foodie. It's you are controlling your own destiny, but the thing is you're an out of control person, therefore the Wheel of Fortune is out of control. And she's gonna have to end up walking away from the money for her own health. She's got to make a choice. Either walk away from the money or not. You know, like the Spirit is telling her, look, in your case, you can't have both. You can't be making the money the way that you do and have your life too. Because what you're doing is affecting your life. You got to make a choice. But feels like Natter's going to come back into the picture. And she's going to know what to do about that. Like, I keep hearing that song in my head. Should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go? I don't know. What do you want to do? And she's going to need lots and lots of strength. She's going to need that strength. Problem is she doesn't have it with Natter. And she's going to feel like she's stuck with the Hanged Man. And there will be some secrets revealed. Lots of secrets revealed. She's going to get stuck. But she always slips back into that Delulu land. Maintaining that face. So, yeah, Foodie. So how about we do a one on Miss? You know what? Hold on a minute. Where are my other cards? Where are my other cards? Let's see. I have, this is one of my favorite decks to use. Oracle cards. Have you guys seen them? Like the Moon Oracle. They're really pretty cards, and I love the feel of them. They're huge, though. Here's what the back look like. All right, so I just want to see what further messages the Oracle deck has for her. Yeah, they're very pretty, and I love the energy that comes with them. So, all right. Yes, Lucy Jane, I've seen that clip where she went live on StreamYard for like 60 seconds and then saw herself for real and she freaked out and left. It was great. You know what, Moonface? I agree with you that it was dumb of Pete, but I think he did that on purpose because he wants her back in Canada. And he knows how attracted she is to money. So I think he did that on purpose. He talked about his money on purpose to whistle Foodie back to Canada, knowing it would get her attention. He knew what he was doing. I mean, he could have gotten the inheritance and kept his mouth shut. Nobody would have been the wiser. But he decided to come online and talk about it, knowing it would get back to her quick. You know, talking about money, that's like giving Foodie roses or candy. You know, like it's very attractive to her. Hey, Raises Magic. She spent that in a month. Yep. But $15K, they would be able to get into a 2-bedroom, get the utilities turned on, and on $15K, I think they'd be paid up for at least 4 or 5 months or so, depending on how much the place was. That would get her started. I think so too, Loke Dog. All right. But he knew what he was doing saying that to Foodie. He knew. And Pete has actually been in her chats too, which is weird. You never see him in her chats. So it's like he's been hanging around. All right. All right. So what other messages do we have for Foodie? Okay. So the message is balance, spirituality, and practicality. So Spirit wants her to learn to be practical and tap into her spiritual side, because I don't think she is. I think she's tapped into her primal self, the primitive self of just her urges, her cravings, what she wants. It makes her extremely selfish, and her higher self can't reach her. She's ignoring the higher self. You're right, Kathy. She can't. Adjustments are required. Yes, a lot of adjustments are required. A lot. What else do we have? The energy is gaining momentum. That's interesting. The energy is gaining momentum. Well, something's got to give. So if she's in Thailand for about a month with her own company, and she's getting worse and worse and worse, and she hates the idea of adulting, like, you know, anybody, all of us, you guys watching me, we are humans and we adapt, even to uncomfortable places and people and situations. And if you stick around someone or something long enough, it becomes part of your normal. The abnormal can become your normal. Chantal, the way she lives, in pain, seriously overweight, her weird lifestyle, that's her normal. It is absolutely her normal. Like, living in pain is part of her normal. And in order for her to change that, you got to push her to her very limits of pain. So, like, something is, you've got to push her. You got to push her past her normal limits of what she can tolerate. Okay, a win-win outcome is forecast. Well, the only way to win is to get away from that situation. Get away from it, Chantal. I mean, spirit is speaking. It's screaming at you. Get away from dude. It's not where you belong. All right, so let's go back and cover Mr. Salah. Well, thank you for coming in, Laura, and voicing your opinion. I love it when trolls come in here. I love it when trolls come in here. That's so funny. It's okay. I would have played with the troll if they would have stayed. You know, it's so funny to me when I do a live and I put in the title that it's a tarot live. So anybody who doesn't like the tarot, why go into a tarot live where there's tarot readings? I mean, make it make sense. That's like, you don't like hamburgers, but you see a burger joint, you see the sign outside, you walk in the burger joint and you complain about them serving hamburgers. Like, why do you do that? What are you doing? Oh my God. It's okay, Blondie. I don't understand people sometimes. Shmi's big problem. I mean, hey, everybody's got something different on YouTube that they get into. It's okay. If not everybody's into my channel, I'm all right with that. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but I just don't see this sense of complaining about something if there's a live and they put in the title what the live is about. Because if you see the title and you know what it's about, and then you decide to click on it, then it's on you. That's just dumb. Anyway, let's do one on Salah. Maybe I'm just old and full of common sense. I don't know. Let's do one on Mr. Salah. Hello, Linda Lou. And for those of you that are watching my chat, if you would like to give a thumbs up or sub to the channel, would love to have you aboard. If you just want to chill, hang out, that's cool too. I appreciate you being here, no matter what you're here for. Even if you're here to back. Yes, that's going to happen. I love to play with the trolls. It's fun. It's so fun. It amuses me. It makes me laugh. All right. Can you make a video on Amber introducing us to Tommy? It's so cringe. I've been kind of keeping an eye on that, Brooke. I saw something where Amber gained more weight and she had a bout of, was it cellulitis, which doesn't surprise me because she's around Tommy. So I'm just shaking my head, that whole thing. I'm shaking my head, the whole dog hunt thing. Pete should look into buying an old mobile home in a park. You know what though, Dot? As far as that goes, as far as campers and trailers and stuff like that, you got to be careful. You know, especially if you don't know how to fix mobile homes or trailers and whatnot. There's stuff you got to deal with, and I'm sure he doesn't know. But you could buy like a used mobile home, and then you find out it's got leaks everywhere. There's something wrong with the septic tank. So you got to be careful buying stuff like that. You know, you spend like, I don't know how many, whatever, $1,000, $2,000 on a used trailer. And the next thing you know, the roof is leaking. Hello, Blonde Empress. She's gained a lot of weight. Well, hook up with a feeder, that's going to happen. Foodie couldn't fit into a trailer bathroom. Yeah, I know. Hello, Canon Gaming. I'll tell you what I pay money for. I would make great content. I would love to see Foodie empty out the black water tank of a trailer. I would love that. To see if she could actually do it. That would make me smile. The struggle of it all. I would love to see that. It's not the nicest job in the world, but you got to do it. Let's see her empty out the black water tank. All right. 6 by 7. Oh, it's hello, Bobby Patrick. Well, essentially, Bobby, it looks like Foodie's going to have a perhaps a serious moment, and is going to give her a bit of a scare. It's going to really doggone it. I need some. All right, better. Sorry about that. She's going to go. She wants to go home. She's thinking about home. She's spending a lot of time thinking about the good old days, nostalgia. The cards were showing she's deep into nostalgia right now. She's thinking about Canada and the way, the way things were in Natter, and she's all into that right now. Like there's a lot of nostalgia going on at this point. Like she's just kind of lost in her head in the past. She's in Thailand. She's alone. She's miserable. And she's thinking about her former life that she chose to give up. So she's kind of lost in nostalgia. Why not go? Because I don't think she can afford it. It's expensive. To completely set up again would take more money than what she's got. Because think about it, like a 1-bedroom place just for her. First, last month's rent, security deposit, turning on utilities. What's that, like $4 or $5 grand maybe? And she's got bad credit and a bankruptcy. So if a landlord agreed to have her there, he would probably ask more money just as a guarantee that she could pay it. So that's more money than what she's got in pocket. Like if you don't have good credit, that's going to make a landlord nervous, and they're going to say, well, the credit doesn't matter if you got enough cash. But if you don't have enough cash, that's a problem too. I know, Okie doll, you're right. Hello, Mosey. Yeah, she's got 2 bankruptcies on her record. So any landlord looking at that would go, no. This one's got a history of not paying her bills. No, you're making me nervous. All right, it's getting hot in here. It is 95 degrees and I'm feeling it. Sorry, guys. We got to have that cool air. Not just for me, but for Booker too. She can't do an efficiency for a bit. You're right. You know, with what's it like to be a legendary ex-Beezer? I'm an anti-Beezer. I did not ask for that membership. It was just thrust upon me, and I resented every single bit of it. I didn't like it. But on the upside of that, though, I took membership that another Beezer wanted. Some Beezer did not get the membership that day because a hater had it. So there's a positive. There was some Beezer crying saying, I wish I could have a membership. Meanwhile, a reactor has one. How's Pete's getting 15K? And I guess like an inheritance or something? Remember how she made fun of FFG or Motel 6? Yes, I remember. And isn't it funny? Look at her living in motel rooms. Look at her living in motel rooms. She living in the Thailand Motel 6. Look at her living in motel rooms. How about that? Pete's dad passed away. Oh, I'm sorry to hear. I'm sorry to hear about that. All right, so we're going to do one on A Beast Without a Country. And nobody wants it. Mega. If she was earning good in service, department would be perfect for her. Nice, Peach Blossom. Yeah, I keep hearing about that. That Frenchie was saving for a house. I think that's smart. I mean, if she's making that money, buying a house is smart. Real smart. So I think that's great. Better a hotel room than a tent. No shade on tent dwellers. No, she doesn't, soft puppet. And you know what? There's something that Chantal needs to stop and think about. She's such a prissy missy, our girl. She's so prissy. She doesn't know how to rough it. Does she? She doesn't know how to rough it. She can't live rough. She wouldn't be able to cope. But yet she won't keep her money up to make sure she doesn't hit that level where she has to rough it. If you got to rough it, that means you got to learn to take care of yourself better. If you rough it, she doesn't know how. She doesn't know how to cope. She doesn't know how to adapt. But yet her money keeps dipping down and dipping down and dipping down, and she doesn't know how to deal. She doesn't wash herself. FFG priced a monthly rate at the Cornwall Motel 6. It was $5K. Wow. Chantal wishes she could stay at the Motel 6. Really? It's $5K? Wow. That's a lot. That's more than people's normal rent. Oh my God. Most people's rent's like what, 1,500, 1,800? And the Motel 6 is over there like 5K? Holy moly, macaroni and cheese. And you were putting down the Motel 6, Foodie. So what we're seeing out of Chantal right now is exactly what she would do if she came home to Canada. She's too sick and she's too immobile, and she can't do what she used to do, y'all. Her body can't deal with it. Thank you, Peach Blossoms, for the super chat. She's living her dream life. You know what, Blondie? I think that she's living in her escape room. Like she made a mess of her life in Canada and she ran to Kuwait to escape her mess. So her place in Kuwait is her escape room. She's escaping from her life. All right. Come on. Come on. Can I ask y'all a question while I'm here, since we're all live? It's look. You guys know that I'm covering the foodie content. And I'm always going to keep an eye on her. But I'll be straight with you. The bitch has bored me to death. She's boring me to death. I mean, what is there to talk about? I want to entertain you guys. Unlike Foodie, I care about you guys getting entertained and doing great recorded videos for you guys and doing great lives. But the bitch ain't doing nothing. She's not. Every day it's the same. She's sitting in her filthy room in her filthy clothes. She talks about nothing. She talks about food, makes weird noises, eats. I want to find points of interest to talk about, but she's not giving me anything. And it's like, I don't want to bore you guys to death, but she's determined to be boring. Yeah, pointing out her lies, and she lies a lot. So it's like that's why everybody wanted to go back home to Canada. Because people think that she's going to be more interesting in Canada. I don't think so. I think she's going to find someplace, hole up, and do nothing. I'm actually going to be looking into other content again. A lot of people are covering Lisa Richards. and I put out the feelers on my channel about how you guys felt about Lisa. Lisa, she's a lot. She is a lot. But a lot of people do cover Lisa. And if not her, then Naked and Laughing and Josh. And there's a reason why I didn't jump in that pool quickly, because I knew it was going to get dark, and it did. So it's like I'm trying to find something to react to that it's not so dark. And it's a bit of a challenge because a lot of the locals are on substances. They come on camera high. They're begging for money. They're a lot to take in. So it's a bit of a challenge. But I'm going to be looking into other people. Bitches bore me to death. And I know Foodie's going to watch this live. I got 282 people in. So Foodie's going to be watching this live, I'm sure. Y'all in my chat, show her how you feel about her content. Throw them damn tomatoes. Let her know that you're sick to death of being bored, watching her eat, complain, whine, act like an adult baby. We're over the shit. We're over it. Throw the damn tomatoes. Throw them. Look at all these people, Foodie. Look at them. Look at them. Girl world is tired of your shit. Your beezers are tired of your shit. You're even tired of your shit. You come on camera and you got nothing. Even she's tired of her own shit. She gets on camera and she's like, I don't know what to say. She looks like she's bored. She got nothing to say. You got nothing for us, Foodie. Why even bother coming live? Look at all the tomatoes. Somebody asked her yesterday in her chat, why do you come live? And she said, oh, because I'm bored and lonely. So it's not that she's coming on YouTube to entertain people and do something interesting. It's because she's in Thailand and she's got nobody else to talk to. So she's looking towards her own chat to keep her entertained. I'm trying to, Stacy. Look, here's a couple of things that I look for, Stacy. When you cover new people, you got to do some homework and some research. Like I like to check people out thoroughly. I want to make sure that they don't have any ongoing, say, mental issues that I'm not aware of. You got to do your homework on people that you cover as much as you can. I don't want to cover anybody that's under the influence of anything. I don't want to cover anyone that they're nodding out on camera. Like there's certain criteria that I look for. Because I feel like I'm responsible for people in my audience and what they witness and what they're exposed to. So it's like going to school and you're studying a textbook and okay, who is this person? What is their life? What are they doing? You got to do your homework. Katie without a crystal ball. I'll look into that. You're right, Stacey. You're correct. I think she's on borrowed time. You know what, Peach Blossom? If you guys find somebody that would be good to react to, again, I'm looking for those that, like, I don't want to react to someone that has ongoing mental issues. Uh, isn't They aren't taking chemicals or not under the influence or not ODing on camera. Uh, a lol cow, not a horror cow. Okay, I don't want to see violence on camera. No DV, nothing like that. Crystal Station. I'll look into her. I wouldn't even enter the realm of Katie Joy. She's a whole other mess. She can't upload as much now. She's in Flint with family who will let her film go live. Plus, another thing you guys got to understand is that sometimes, and one thing you got to look into as well, some of the people that you might react to, they may be strike happy. So that's something you got to keep in mind. If you react to somebody, will they be strike happy? Are they the type that you react to them, they're going to get mad and push the privacy complaint button? All right, Salah, your turn. Okay. All right. So I'm. This is for Salah. So we're getting this card again. We got the Six of Swords. So it's funny how they both got the same card. And I did shuffle. You know what I'm getting off this card? Get lost, bitch. Get lost, bitch. Like he's just like, take you. I'm seeing a scene from a movie in my mind. Waiting to Exhale. Anybody have seen that movie, Waiting to Exhale? It was a great movie. The one scene with oh god, what's the actress? She played the hell out of her role. She did, where she takes all of the guy's clothes out of the closet, she puts them in the car, and she burns the car. And as she's doing, she's like, take your shit, and get out." That's the vibe I'm getting here. Angela Bassett, yeah, she's a badass. That one. That's the vibe I'm getting. And you guys want to hear something interesting about that scene in the movie? That entire scene was improv. She improv that whole thing. That was not on a script. She made that up. And she said all that with her whole chest. Queen she is. Queen she is. All right, so she is phenomenal. All right, next card over is the Nine of Cups. So, oh Lord, so he did the take your shit and leave move, and he's still sitting on the money. He's still sitting on that money. Now, there have been rumors that Salah's been socking some money away. There have been rumors that he's been socking it away. You know? Like he was sitting on it for some purpose. So not only is he doing that, hi Tammy, but he's still filtering money off of her. Like he's not done. He is not done bleeding her dry just yet. She said she's staying there for 30 days. Foodie's busted. Timu Skechers. Hey Nancy, thank you for the super chat. Did you notice Chantal posted Salah's PayPal on her live? Yeah, I thought that was weird. It's like, why? He's not co-hosting the live. Why are you posting his PayPal on your live chat? Why would people send him money? What the F? Freaking weirdo. Like, why? I got questions. I think so too, Kathy. All right, next card over. Oh, okay, all right. All right, so I just laid down 10 cards. So we've got the Temperance card, then after that is the King of Swords. Hold on a minute. I got to look at this. I think Salah's got some competition. Guess who? Guess who? And so there's a concern about money. Like there's a fight over money. Like I'm focusing on, like in the 10 of Pentacles, I'm focusing on like the not the old man in the front, but the two people in the back, and I'm zeroing in on that as like there's conversations being had away from him, there's interactions being had away from him, possibly between Natter and Chantal, like talking. Like he doesn't have a clue. The Ace of Swords. Like he's still thinking that he's the king. He's still going to be. And you've got, again, y'all notice something? Look, these two cards came up. Let me just show you, like, okay, you got the naughty card right here. Doggone it, I'm going to have to put tape over that. So you got the Star card and you got the Temperance card. So in the Temperance card, you've got water being poured from one cup to the other. And the Star card, you've got water being poured from the huge puddle down to the ground. Right? So it's just a matter of siphoning off funds. I have to censor my cards for YouTube because, believe it or not, they get twitchy about naughty tarot cards. He's not done bleeding her dry yet. I think that's why he's remaining, like, he's still nice to her. It's like, I'm not done getting all the money from her yet. So I don't know how much longer she's going to be in Thailand. I heard 6 weeks. I've heard 2 months. But he's going to be collecting money for as long as he can out of her. Uh, ooh, who are you? Um, this is interesting. Then we've got the last two cards are the Emperor card and the Hierophant. So I'm feeling like members of the family are going to be stepping forward and having a talk with him, like to pull him away from this thing. Like he's busy trying to work Foodie for all the money he can. But I think there's going to be some family influence that's going to come along and have some conversations with him and say enough is enough. You know, enough is enough. So let's bring out the moon cards for that. For Salah. All right. Yeah, I did see there's a bit of flirtation going on with some of the mods and Salah in her chat. Uh, I I just shake my head at the mods because it's like, here's this guy who's living off of Foodie, and you're flirting with him like he's some sort of a catch. You're flirting with a loser. Woof woof. Okay. You know what, Joanna? I was nosy. I went back on Twitter. I'm like, whose panel are they talking about where Allah said that Salah leaves his phone at home? I don't think there was a panel. I think that it was just said to freak Foodie out because it did. It worked. Hey, Kathleen. It didn't happen. But she saw that and she freaked out and she left. So it was a troll. It was strictly a troll. But if they had a solid marriage, what Foodie could have done was said, I know you're lying. He would never do that, and left it alone. But she knows what a wandering kind of guy he is, and she got concerned and she left. So, I mean, look, if you're married for real and you trust your husband, you trust them, right? You love them and you trust them. You respect them. They could go thousands of miles away from you and you know they're not going to do something dirty behind your back. But if you're insecure and jealous, you really don't love them and they really don't love you. Something's wrong. So, how can you be in a relationship and not trust your partner? It's funny because she doesn't know Salad at all. She kind of hates him. Well, he hates her. They hate each other. They really do. They hate each other. They can't stand one another. Her mods are blocking everyone. She doesn't. Yeah, that between her and the mods, the channel's ruined. All right, so Mr. Salah, what do the spirits have to say to you, sir? Huh? You and your loved ones are you and your loved ones are safe from the crabs. You and your loved ones are safe from the crabs. Okay, that's good to know. So does that mean as long as he doesn't have sex with Foodie that he's not going to catch the crabs? That's good. Easy enough. Confidence is your key to success. I'm sorry, I had to. I had to. The door was open and I took it. Confidence is your key to success. Like, he's got to be confident and walk away from this thing. Just end it. Yeah, look at the bigger picture. You know, he's got tunnel vision right now. He's just got the blinders on, get the tunnel vision. All he sees is the money, the money, the money. You got to step back and look at the bigger picture of how things are. Think about the aftermath. You got to think about all of it. Clinic call, exactly. Conclusions are within reach. So if he wants to end it, he can end it. He can end it if he wants to. The wheel of fortune is turning. It's saying, where do you want me to go? Do you want to go over here? Do you want to go over there? Where do you want me to go? What do you want me to do? Thank you, Kathleen. All right, so what do y'all think? Should I do one on the former sugar baby? That one, that guy. He did get her to buy a car, a fancy one. You mean one with a fire extinguisher? That one? It's not a good idea to buy a car there's a fire extinguisher in the car. Now it gives me the icks. He gives everybody the icks. Hello, Cat Shark. Look, there's Booger. Hi, Nancy. Do you think that family members watch Foodie's channel? You mean her family or Salah's family? Do I think her family watches? No, I think they're embarrassed. Do I think his family watches? I think there might be one or two people in the family that keep an eye on things, you know, to report back, but the entire family does not watch. There's Booger. Look at Booger. She's sleeping. Can I tell y'all something? The other night, I actually did some private readings. I did a private reading on Natter, and then I did another private reading on Naked and Laughing at Josh. Did it for a friend of mine. I threw the cards for both. And what I saw in the cards was that Naked and Laughing specifically went down to Casper to gather footage, audio and video. Like, there were pentacles